Saints. This is going to be your fantasy football recap, week number 5. I'm Luke Distad, obviously your commissioner. You're also your third place team right now, 4-1 record. So I'm going to go through these recaps here. First one's Timmy against Rick. Rick had every single advantage he needed this week. Timmy had half of his team on a bye. Jamal Charles, Jeremy Maclin, Travis Kelce, and Christine Michael all were starters on Timmy's team. Except for, you could make the case that Maclin isn't, but Rick really had everything going for him, but Rick had his share of injuries as well. Cam Newton didn't play, Latavius Murray didn't play, Stephon Diggs didn't play, and of course Adrian Peterson's on the IR. So Rick had to get some big performances from his big name players. He didn't really get it. Jordy Nelson only 11. Vikings D, of course, just lighting it up for him every week, getting 22, and Jameis Winston only 14. So he's going to need more production from Matt Jones and Jordy Nelson, the guys he got over in the trade. But I think that'll come. Timmy looking fantastic. His receivers look like the best 3 receivers in the league right now. Crabtree catches a touchdown a game. Fitzgerald and Brandon Marshall. And he's got Maclin on the bench. So maybe trade Maclin for a running back. It'll be interesting to see what he does for that. But Timmy's now 3-2, and he's tied for 4th, and he's in good position right now. Then we'll go to Jacob Shalkovich and Blake Choate. Blake Choate, oh my goodness, dude, keeps rolling. Didn't even need the 22.5 point performance he got from Greg Olsen. Shaq, I was a little disappointed. I didn't start a tight end this week, but I guess it was the right choice because he wouldn't have won it either way. Carson Wentz put up 16 for him, which is solid. Devontae Freeman, Giovanni Bernard, Antonio Brown all went off, but then it went down from there. Only 2 from John Brown, and then the rest of his didn't get over 7 points. So rough week for Shaq. He drops to 3-2. And then we'll go to Werner and Jessica. Werner, not his best week, but he did what he had to do. Every single one of his players really kind of just mediocre this week. Nothing fancy. DeMarco Murray just keeps running all over the place. He had 15.5. Tyrell Williams, big ad from San Diego. He got 19.5. That was big for him. Werner's just going to keep rolling. He's at 4-1. He should be 5-0 if it wasn't for just a mental blunder. And Jessica, she's trending the wrong direction. She's now 2-3. And not much hope looking out of there. A bad performance from Julio. I think a better performance from Julio there would have gotten her the win. But, yeah, just not good. And I don't see a lot of hope out of Jessica's slot there. She's going downhill fast. Myself, I didn't have my best week either, but I still scored over 100 points and knocked off Zach, our defending champ, who really is floundering now. He is 1-4, and it is tough to see any positives coming out of his team. Travis Benjamin had a good week. Dwayne Allen had a good week, LaShawn McCoy is going to have to be his best player the rest of the year, so it's going to be tough for Zach. He's going to need maybe a good waiver wire pickup to maybe salvage his playoff chances. Then we got Matt against Cody, and Cody just lighting the crap out of Matt this week. Every single player, looks like, except for Zach Ertz and Steve Smith, went off on Cody's team. 30 from Roethlisberger, 31.5 from Elliott, 22 from Theo Riddick, and then finally some production from his receivers, Odell and DeAndre, each got 13.5. And then a 20.5 point from the Bills D. So really, Cody went off this week. This is what he was expecting to do at the beginning of the year. And finally, it looks like his team's coming around. He's 3-2. Matt drops to 1-4. And then we got last matchup, Jacob Frederick and Kyle Besa. Jacob, big week. Kyle did not break 100 again, so Jacob takes home the W. Big weeks from Amari Cooper and Martellus Bennett. Don't think he's going to get Martellus Bennett 27 points each week, so I don't know about how confident I feel with Jacob's team going forward, but had a great week this week, 116 points, so can't argue with that. Kyle drops to 1-4, and he's also floundering. He had a solid week, 95 points, but got to get over 100 to kind of solidify a win. So we'll go into the next week's matchups. My picks, me against Rick. Rick's got the Vikings on a bye, so that means a free win for me, I think. So I'm picking myself. Cody and Jessica. Cody, obviously. Werner and Blake Choate, battle for first place. I'm going with Werner in this one. Sorry, Blake Choate. I think you got to lose one time, and I got to go Werner in this one. Matt Tate against Zach Williams, battle for trying to stay in the playoff hunt. I'm going with this is tough, but I'm going with Matt Tate. I don't know. And Jacob Shalkovich against Jacob Frederick. I'm going with Jacob Shalkovich in this one. His team's coming off kind of a tough week on buys, so I'm going to pick him. Kyle Bass and Timmy. Kyle's got some guys on buys. I'm going Timmy. So Timmy, Jacob Shalkovich, Matt, Werner, myself, and Cody. So I also had a question. When are we going to just stop treating Blake like he's the dumbest person in this league? He's undefeated, and his team looks really good. So, I mean, if someone wants to trade rape him, now's the time to do so. So we'll go through power rankings now. Number 1, we got Blake Chody stays there. 2, we got myself. I'm staying put. 3, we got Werner. He's moving up 1. Cody's moving up 1 at number 4. Timmy's moving up 1 at number 5. Fredman's moving up 2 at number 6. And then we got Shaq moving down 4 at number 7. Matt moving up 1 at number 8. Jessica moving down 2 at number 9. And then the bottom 3 stay the same. Rick, Kyle, and Zach wins. Have a great week, everyone.